Well, I did it. I have been working on Christmas orders. Christmas orders. I have been working on a Blue Spruce Tree for probably about, well, it was ordered a while ago. Busted. It was ordered a while ago. But my customer, she has patience of an angel. So she has been waiting quite a long time for this particular one, and it's just about ready to go. So in this video, go grab your drink, go grab your wire, sit back with me and twist your wire, and we'll get through this video. So I did some video throughout creating this particular tree, but it's a mishmash and I've got to go, so I'm recording this now and then I'm going to edit it and then I'm going to save it and then I'm going to share it with you guys. So yeah, I am excited to share this one. Back in early December, yeah, well, December of 23, it might be, I'd have to go back and look at my videos. I mentioned that I wanted to do things a little bit different this year and incorporate stories with my trees. So I put together quite a few stories this year, but the one that I'm working on and just finished, and if you have time and you're gonna watch the rest of this video, you'll enjoy all of that. But I just wanted to pop in. It's getting almost to the end of 2024. Can you believe it? We're into the second week of November, and I am just so thankful for every single subscriber from way back when to right now. And if this is your first time, I'm so thankful that you're here, and I hope that you'll find this channel inspiring and enjoyable, and you know, just an open mind on what I have to share. Okay, and what else did I want to quick say? Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and if you're really into wire twisting and want to find another group to just be a part of, I have this private group on Facebook. It's called Twisting Wire with Friends. And on this group we have not quite 100 followers, but we have amazing artists, and we all have something in common. We love creating things out of wire. But this group is kind of tight. Being the administrator, I had mentioned it earlier, if you want to post pictures, they have to be approved, and they have to have something to do with wire trees. So that's just another thought process. Yeah, okay, let me get a sip. Take a sip, Carol, stay hydrated. Oh, you might be asking what I'm drinking. Iced coffee. Iced coffee with chocolate. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, back to where I was. So, yes, the photos have to be approved, but we do a video chat. We try, or I try to do a video chat at least once a week on a Monday evening. So if that's something you're interested in, we get together, we get to learn about each other, get to know each other. And I'll tell you, when you've got a few same-minded wire twisting people we come up with some really, really cool ideas. I know that the group has helped me out so many times this past year on different ideas. I just felt like I was stuck. I threw it out there and everybody gets together and then I can choose on which idea to go with. But yeah, it's an awesome group. Okay, enough time spent on that. I hope that you guys are having an awesome day. I'll get this video started. Okay, all the wire that I have here, it's 2/3 of the amount in brown and 1/3 of the amount in black. I got my tree together. The loops are all cut. Now I'm playing with it and I'm thinking to myself, okay, Carol, you've got all of the loops cut. Now you have to split open all of those wires. But honestly, it gives it a fantastic look. After quite a few days, all of the branches are split. Now I want to take the time and weigh how much wire did I use to create this tree. Just the tree. Your quick guess? Put the tree on the scale, Carol, and we've got 2.8 pounds of wire for this blue spruce tree. Hi everyone, Carol here, artist of Onlytrees, and for this video I just thought that I would share. I was working on a blue spruce tree, and back in the beginning of 2024 I said that I wanted to create stories with my tree. So I'm going to show you this one. I just finished gluing it on to the base, and I'm ready to shape it and let it dry real good and then get it shipped out. So this is the blue spruce. I put a little tree person in there. I hope you can see him. Okay. The wire that I used was all 24 gauge. I used green, I used teal, regular Christmas green, and army green. I used 20 gauge for the root system and the trunk, and I used black and brown. So it's a mixture of black and brown for the root system, the trunk system. I used a dogwood base. It's about 2.5 inches in height and about 5 inches in diameter. It has a hole in the center. It was professionally dried, sanded. And I'm going to get started on shaping this tree. If you want to hang around, I hope that you'll get your wire and twist and grab your beverage and get some liquids in you while you're twisting. We always need to stay hydrated. All this twisting wire that we all do. So this is just me playing now. I'm trying to think of things to say. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I will do my best to get to them. If you have seen me do the blue spruce trees, I've got a couple different videos on there. I will place this video in that group. Just another one to get thought process in is if you're creating a blue spruce. So yes, I made loops, and put all of my loops on this tree, the branches, and using 4 different colors. Some of these branches have quite a lot of feet of wire. Once I got all of my loops onto the branches, then I did a double cut in the loops. I do that for my blue spruce trees because most of the time, well, not most of the time, the needles are kind of short, and I want to try to give it the most realistic look as possible on my blue spruce trees. That's coming together. I think I'm going to pull these down a little bit yet, but I'm going to separate them. And I do have, you can see these when I'm growing my blue spruce tree. I do make smaller branches, as you can see here. These are small ones, just to kind of fill in. It's like new growth on a tree, deciding that there might be enough sunlight for that new branch to pop out and start growing. Some of these branches are really long. I would say just this one here from the trunk to the end here is probably about 5 inches. And these longer ones down here on the bottom are between, you know, some of them in the back here are 4 or 5, but then some of these nice long ones, they're about 7 inches. And how I get those branches is I twist. All of my wire comes from the trunk system. All I do is pull out and twist. These longer branches down on the bottom, I do use add-on wire. And in my videos, you probably have seen me do those. I hope that you can find those if you have any questions. But the add-on wire to get the length for the branches that I'm looking for. Most of the branches here in the mid part of the tree are 8 strands and then broken off into 2s or 4s and then 2s. So that's how I get the separate branches on this kind of tree. This is starting to look really, really nice. Also, I put in a bird's nest or a squirrel nest, whatever you decide. That is just a bunch of different color wires. I think I use black and copper and army green, bronze. There's just a bunch of wires in there. Getting pretty close to the top. Yeah, this is coming along really nice. Now, all I'm going to do is, you know, the blue spruce kind of at the end of the branches, they kind of tip upward to get the sunlight. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. and making sure that all of those branches are separate. Just giving them a little bit of a tilt upward. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. It just gives it a whole different effect. Trying to catch that sunlight. When I create my branches, I make sure that all of my wire is on top of the branch. So when I'm making my loops, all of my loops are on top of the branch that I'm creating. I have branches that are underneath here, so I want to make sure that I got those separate and just a little bit of a tilt upward. I think I might have to add a little bit of music in the background for this video. Then maybe some just relaxing twisting music. I can sing for you, but you don't want to hear me sing. Once I have all of this pretty much just the way I want it, I will stand back and take a good look at it. And then the last step is okay, yeah, you're waiting for it. The last step is when I walk back away from it and take a look at it, that's where I can see if I need to do any trimming. So when I'm creating a blue spruce, I make the branches nice and long, and yes, it could be a waste of wire, but I will take the time and cut any end of the branches that I think are just too long and just look really out of place. But I'm looking at this one and I'm really liking the shape of it. So if you're interested in doing a blue spruce tree, I do have quite a few videos on there how I get started, and this is just one more video that I'm going to add to that list, so that if you find that playlist, this will also be in that one. Now I'm standing back and I'm looking at it. And my little tree and is in there, like he had to really walk in to that tree, get in between the branches to give it a good hug. But yeah. Right, that nest, he's kind of hidden too, but he'll have a cardinal put into it. You can see him. That nest is right here, and I secure that into the branches. Most of the time when I'm deciding on putting a nest in, I put the nest in before I start cutting my loops, only because your fingers can really get your fingers get messed up after the wires are cut. So if you decide on putting a nest in, don't wait till the last minute and put it in after the fact. Put it in before you start cutting your loops. That was a big help for me. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have an awesome day, and we will talk soon. Just when I thought I was done, huh? I got you guys. Hey, so I popped back in now. It's late at night. But I wanted to show you my cardinal. I got the cardinal in the tree. Let's see, which is going to be the best way for you. There you go. Okay, and the cardinals that I use, they're tiny little metal ones, and I get them from Gantz. Gantz has a whole bunch of little pocket ornaments and pocket pals and pocket tokens and all that kind of stuff, so that's where that comes in. They're a little bit expensive, but I use that, and then if I don't have those, I go to Etsy, and there's a bunch of shops in Etsy, and I usually look for the ones that are handcrafted. So that's that. Now this next part of the video that I'm going to show you is, this is going to be shipped out. So you might be thinking, okay Carol, you shaped that whole thing, and now what? You got to get it into a box? Well, if you have seen any of my videos of packing up trees, well then you can forget the rest of this. But if you haven't seen those videos, I'm just going to add that on to this part of the video, and most of that will probably be in a time lapse. And if you know me and you've seen my videos, I use a lot of paper and a lot of tape and a lot more paper and a lot more tape. And I do this so I know when it arrives to the customer, it will get to it in a professional manner. Now, I have to say, it won't look pretty, but I know that when the customer is taking all of that paper off, they're not going to have to do any reshaping of the tree. The tree will get there just as it's intended to. So I hope that you'll enjoy this video and see how I put this whole thing together into a box. And yeah, all right, so enjoy. Well, good morning. It is the next day. I have my tree and I'm gonna pack this up. So let me take this tree over and then I'll come back for the camera. Kind of a froggy throat this morning. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get you set up. so that you're not missing out on anything. Let's see. Well, that's not a good look. That's not a good look. All right, let's see if I can change this around. You're gonna go for a wild ride. Hey, it's so early in the morning. I didn't even make my coffee yet. All right, so I'm gonna put this on pause, make my coffee, and then we'll get started. Yeah, I'm sure you guys are really interested in how I make my coffee in the morning. So, a couple little dabs of salt. Oh man, I hope I don't get criticized on any comments. So I usually make about 4 cups straight out in the morning. A few drops of sweet drops. Some MCT powder, a little bit of butter, this morning I think I'll add a little bit of chocolate, not a whole lot, put some chocolate mint to my coffee this morning. It's kind of raw out this morning. It's raining. So back in that way I know where they are. Pour my coffee in. You know, sometimes it's fun when you have somebody to sit back and twist wire with. So this is like me hanging out with you guys, starting out my regimen in the morning. Okay, you're gonna hear a little noise. Cheers, guys. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, now let's we want to get started here. First thing I'm thinking about is how I want to cover my base. So this is the tree, this is the base. It's pretty much connected in there real good. checking all of my last minute things that I do. I got it signed on the base, the date, and did I put my initials in the root system? Oh man, no. Okay, guess I'll be back. Well, I forgot to put my initials in the root system, so I'm going to twist up using 2 pieces of wire. I'm using this is 24 gauge, so I have 2 nice long pieces, and I'm just going to make the letters of my initials and get that onto the base before I pack this tree up. So just starting out twisting. And when I make my initials, I always work from the last letter first to the first letter last. So instead of me boring you with this, I will get this finished up. So it's good to do all those last minute checks, and you want to sign all of your work. You know, there's so much competition out there that, you know, you want to have your name put on your work. Putting the dates on and you know, you never know, years later you might be visiting that friend who has that tree, and you're going to be able to remember that tree just a little bit better than if it didn't have a name and a date on it. So I am just taking the time now. So I'm going to make the M. Try to squeeze that together a little bit. Make the L. So do you have your wire? Are you twisting? You hanging in there with me? Hey, yeah, why not? Just, you'll probably get maybe some work completed before you start your regular day with whatever that is going to be, and I hope that it's a very pleasant, uneventful, or very exciting day that you might have ahead. Or if you had a long day and you're now sitting down and relaxing to work on your project, I'm glad I'm here with you. Alright, I got my M, I got my L. Make a couple more twists here. Make my C. Flip that around. That C kind of locks it into place. Okay, like I said, I used 24 gauge for this, 2 pieces of wire, folded in half, so I've got a total of 4, and here you go, that's the initial. Alright, now instead of you watching me struggle getting this put into the root system, I'll be right back. the magic of video. So I've got my initials in here. Doubt if you can see them, but they're there. So it looks like this tree is ready to go. So the first thing I want to think about, like I said earlier, was I need to keep the base secure and so it doesn't get scratched up. So I picked out my cardboard. I have a turntable here to make life a little bit easier. Move this out of the way so I don't spill anything. Have my tape. And I think, you know, when I'm packing up my trees, I always, you know, it's like a game. Every single tree I pack up is completely different from the next one or the one that was before. So I'm thinking bubble wrap around the outside. I want to see the height of this piece, which is pretty nice, but I don't think I have enough cardboard to go around, so I'm going to add cardboard, and I just happened right behind the camera here, I have my cardboard, so I'm going to pull out another slice. I'm going to tape these together. Okay, now I know I have plenty of cardboard to go around. I think I like the idea of the bubble wrap. And I'm gonna start in with more bubble wrap. Now, I want to keep all of my branches separated. And you're going to see me shortly using a lot of paper. And what I do with the paper basically is put them in between the branches. I'm just wrapping right now the cardboard around that beautiful dogwood base. Getting my tape stuck to my plastic. All right, now let's see what my height looks like. That's pretty good. I think I'm gonna continue forward. Now you know gravity just pulls everything down. So this is where I kind of start in with my my small pieces of paper on my branches. And this is where the turntable comes in really nice, because that way it gets, I can spin it. So, and then I have, what I use is Sort Quick. You're probably seeing that backwards, maybe not. Early stuff. And I have just small pieces of paper that I have done prior to, and I'm gonna just fold them up and start sticking them underneath. That is going to keep these inner branches that I have up. Gravity will not pull them down, and also keep everything in place. And then build outward also. And then I have newspaper roll this up and stick the paper underneath my arm. I did not pull any tape off yet, so I have my tape here. And what I want to do is just tighten what I have here. So I put the paper underneath my branches, that first layer. And tape that. Now I want to see what my height looks like for this cardboard. And that's looking pretty good. Okay. This also starts to give me an idea of the size box that I want. And I'm looking into to see what I might need to fill inside here. Say I've got this gap where I've got thick branches over on this side, but not much on this side. So I'm just gonna secure it a little bit right now, give myself an idea. Use that piece of tape. And I'm looking in here. like this size, so I'm thinking I need to add more paper. Stick that under my arm, get more tape. Are you bored yet? And check the cardboard again. Yes, I like that. Okay, so I taped one side here. I taped one side, but now I want to secure the other side. So I'm going to take this cardboard here and then tape it to the bottom. There you go. That's about what I start out with. The rest of this video I'm going to put on a time lapse, and I hope that you sit back, twist, work on your project, have some coffee, and enjoy the rest of this video. Going into time lapse here, and basically what I wanted to show you doing this time lapse is taking small pieces of paper, taking the time and going in between all of the branches. When you get to a certain point, you're gonna wrap it in paper. Yeah, paper again. It's not pretty, but I know that this tree is gonna hold up real nice. And I always tape everything up real good. Take a moment, write a note to the customer about their tree. And there you go. Well, looking up, he's all packed up and ready to go. And I am not afraid of what this tree will look like being shipped from here to there, wherever it needs to go. All right, just getting it into a box. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing, if I can inspire you to continue your wire twisting journey. Have an awesome day. And we will talk soon.